right. So last time we had our episode, we mentioned about some commentary about some beatdowns and some superhero action. So I figured, you know what? Let's do a top five worst superhero beatdowns in live action entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 30 years old. I've seen a lot of superhero movies. You've seen a lot of superhero movies and television shows as well. So right off the gate, man, this is going to be some of the worst beatdowns that these heroes have ever received. Shit's a little bit uncomfortable. Shit to make you go like, damn, they had to do my boy like that, you know? So
Mm-hmm.
let's top it off, man. So number five, coming from the Watchmen series, we got
Oh shit,
The Death of the Comedian by Ozymandias.
man.
Coming in at
Yeah.
number five. Dude, when he opened that door and saw him, you already knew what was up.
That was a complete squash match.
Complete squash match to, I think, a Frank Sinatra song as well.
Man,
Yeah, he the comedian stood no chance against this guy, against Ozzy, because yeah, it wasn't even almost not even a fair fight. I
right?
mean, he
It was
just took care of an
uncomfortable.
old guy. It was uncomfortable. Yeah, go ahead.
No, that was what I was gonna say. Like, as far as like fight scenes go in movies, I mean, there was some impressive kind of work being done, but it was all one sided.
Hmm. I mean, he got thrown in slow mo on top of that glass table.
Man,
He took a knife. He was trying for his life, man. I gotta give the comedian an A for effort for trying to survive, dog. I give him an
oh,
A for effort, dog.
oh man, he was fighting for his life, bro. He got his head smashed into the granite countertops. Like, yo, oh my goodness, man.
He gave it to this last dying breath, dude, and Ozzy lifted him up, threw his ass out that window, dog.
Oh my, that was like insult to injury. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He could have easily like snapped his neck, slit his throat,
Hmm.
anything. The insult to injury was picking him up and tossing him out of the fucking window. Like, that meme that goes around on Twitter from the Boondocks when
Uh-huh.
Thugnificent is talking. He said, "Man, I was just wondering, what did that nigga do to be that mad?" You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying, bro?
man.
Like, that
Uh-huh.
wasn't that wasn't an assassination. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ozymandias had all the skills, or at least was presented as having all of the skills to make that a quick and painless type of death, right? But
Easy.
that was a personal ass whooping. You know what I mean? Oh
Mhm.
man. Dude, like, bro, just think about that for a second, man. I love that movie. Watchmen, I love watching that movie, but yeah, to
And
see somebody just get squashed like that, man. That was like John Cena versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam in 2014, man.
oof, more like Brock Lesnar versus Kofi Kingston.
Yeah, yeah. All right, better comparison. I agree. Much better comparison.
Yeah, man. That was pretty. That was one hell of a way to start the film.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, the fact, like you said, he had so many different skills. He could have done pressure points. He could have snapped the neck. He literally picked him up and tossed him through the window just to give him that extra couple seconds of self acknowledge, like, yeah, I'm gonna die. Like, just to give you that last, oh
Man,
man, that last feeling like this is the end. Just to get
yeah.
your mind racing, just to see that view, and you know that thud's coming. God damn, dude. Like, Ozzy is fucking cold, man. That's a cold ass dude.
Hey, yeah. That's a good way to set off number five. Oh man, yeah,
Yeah,
dog.
man. That's my number five. We sending off with the Watchmen universe. Number four is gonna be from a very iconic scene from a very iconic movie. I'm going with King T'Challa versus Eric Killmonger for number
Mm.
4. And this one wasn't just personal. It wasn't just physical. It wasn't just spiritual. It had everything to it because T'Challa, man, he was so ridden with guilt. He was not in a fighter mentality to go against them, dude. He was not. And Eric, yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that was a fight for the title. That was a title match, right?
That was a title match, not just a normal title match. That was a title match in the hometown, in front of your family, in front of your siblings, with the whole world seeing you, and you couldn't perform. You couldn't perform because Killmonger took your kindness for weakness and just utterly destroyed you in front of your family, cut by cut, hit by hit, and to the point where he uttered one of the most famous lines of the movie with you on the ground, just licking your wounds, and he's pointing to your mom, and you pointing to your sister, like, "Is this your king? Is this the Black Panther? This is the guy that's gonna save the future?" Like, just no one wants to get their ass whooped in front of their family. That's a horrible feeling. To get your ass whooped in front of your family with the title on the line.
Completely lost.
Yeah, and to have your kingdom on the line, your title, everything you worked your whole life for, right? Raised to be a king, and you have your cousin come in front of your crib and beat your ass for it.
Completely washed.
Completely washed, man. That was the end. And again, another lifting your opponent up and throwing his ass somewhere.
Ultimate disrespect. Ultimate disrespect, bro. Like, you can't be any more helpless than to be picked up by your adversary and tossed to your doom, man.
Yeah, man. That shit was and the theater was quiet too. The theater was quiet. This was the moment where we were like, oh shit, the movie just got real. We ain't never seen T'Challa get an ass whooping like that. Yeah, sure, M'Baku, he had the upper edge a little bit during the fight, but we never felt like it was out of his control. Like, this was literally like, yeah, this is the white towel, man.
This is different.
This is different. Oh god, man. So yeah, Black Panther versus Killmonger comes in at number 4. Number 3, we're gonna go with a little bit less powered superpower people, but this one's iconic for me because I remember watching this younger and just being like, holy shit, this was one hell of an ass whooping. Number 3 goes with the Punisher versus the Russian in the Thomas Jane Punisher film.
All right, give me a rundown here. Give me a rundown on this one, bro.
Okay, man. So you didn't see the Thomas Jane Punisher film from 2004, or it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time, bro.
Oh man, all right.
I even forgot. I forgot that was rated R.
Yeah, it was rated R. Yep, it was rated R. So we're at the point of the film where John Travolta and the bad guys are sick of the Punisher. They know where he lives. They know where he's at. So they don't just send anybody over there. They send the Russian, portrayed by Kevin Nash. This 6'5", 7 foot tall ass buff motherfucker goes up to the Punisher's door. He opens the door, and he immediately is like, "Oh shit!" And just the ass whooping commences, and it's literally like a game of cat and mouse between the two of them because Kevin Nash, he's not aggressive. The Russian's not aggressive. He's just calmly walking in. He's calmly giving his ass whooping. He's letting the Punisher recoup after every hit. The Punisher stabs him with a knife. He looks at the knife. He takes the knife out of him while the Punisher is still gripping the knife, turns the knife around, and has the Punisher stabbing himself with the knife. Whoa. And just yeah. And he's and he's actually looking. He's staring him in the eye as he's doing this. By the way, like Kevin Nash was like on his shit with this role. This role was literally made for him. And every time the Punisher has some gadgets around, he has like a revolver in his drawer. He tries to get the revolver. Freaking the Russian takes a dumbbell and like smashes it at the end of the barrel, so the revolver is abysmal at that point, won't work. Every little thing the Punisher does, the Russian has a counter, or he's not affected by it. One of the iconic parts of it was when the Punisher throws a grenade at the Russian. He jumps in his tub in his bathroom, and Kevin Nash takes like a stick and hits it like a baseball bat. Hits the grenade back in the bathroom. As the Punisher's lying in the tub, and he has to get out the bathroom and jumps before it explodes in the bathroom. And like, he threw him through walls. He threw him through furniture. He ruined that whole. He literally destroyed his whole apartment complex with his body.
Yeah, that's an ass whooping right there.
It's like a 5-minute ass whooping, and the only time the tides were turned was when he threw him into his neighbor's apartment complex, and the neighbors were cooking, and they were cooking like pasta or some shit like that, and the Punisher takes the bowl of hot boiling water and like is able to throw it in the Russian's face, and the Russian, that's the only effect that's actually worked on him. The Russian he's reacting, his face is being like basically melted, and the Punisher gets his last wind, charges at him. They both fall down through the stairs. Kevin Nash is like knocked out, and the Punisher gets up and is like, I need to move. Yeah, man. I'll send you the clip, dude. It's a pretty tough beatdown. And all this was happening to, I think, again, a Frank Sinatra type classical Italian song being played on the record player.
So question for you.
Uh-huh.
Is the 2004 version of Punisher, is that a future movie of the week?
Possibly, man, because I really enjoy Thomas Jane's portrayal of him.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, we may very well be doubling back to do a review of the Punisher from 2004.
Because I think that's a very underrated movie compared to, and I know John Berthel did his thing. I know Punisher Warzone was more comic accurate, but I like Thomas Jane's portrayal. A little bit more subtle, a little bit more, I guess, story and family orientated than most. Not as graphic as other versions, but I think it delivered the message more so emotionally than it did other series. But that was a damn good ass whooping that the Russian did on the Punisher. So that comes in at number 3. And we're getting to the top 2 right now.
Oh boy. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Top 2 right now. Oh man. So number 2, I gotta give it to Spider-Man versus the Green Goblin at the end of Spider-Man 1.
At the end, okay.
At the end of Spider-Man 1, where Spidey just saved Mary Jane and he got thrown into that abandoned brick building. And Goblin just put his hands on Peter, man.
Friendship.
Oh
Again, what happened to where he was that mad? You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit, dude! Like that fight scene was perfectly made to display how personal it was between the two of them. Like when he said, "I offered you freedom and friendship," and you spat in my face, and he punched the shit out of him. Like Tobey Maguire, like I feel was getting hurt for real. He was getting hurt. He was getting hit because the sound effects he was making, this man was in pain. Like it was almost like a grown man beating a child. At a certain point.
Yeah, you gotta take this. You gotta take it. Yeah.
Yeah, man. He was just the slow-mo punches. You see the spit coming out of Peter's mouth. You see the blood coming out of his mouth.
Oh man, his head snapping back. Oh man.
Oh, he was throwing some mean ones and twos, dog.
Oh my good, yeah, bro. Fuck the helmet. Fuck the helmet. Never mind. Never like let's completely forget about the helmet, the glider, the suit. Let's forget about all of that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, he was in there giving them the business, bro. Like that was, yeah, yeah. He was giving them the business in there, dog. That wasn't even right, man.
Nah. And he even did the flying high kick at him near the end. Just to put the
He
nail in
was,
the
he
coffin.
was, bro. Like, is this the thing, right? Like, what's funny about that is that that's not martial arts. That wasn't martial arts that he was doing in there. You know what I mean?
Nah.
Like, there wasn't a lot of technique. That was.
He was swinging for the fences, bro.
Oh man, there was no technique that was really involved in what it was that he was doing there, bro. You know what I mean? It was like,
Nah.
But now that you've pissed me off, I'm gonna finish her.
oh man, you gonna
Yeah,
take this?
dude.
Oh shit, bro.
Man, Peter, I feel bad. Yo, we were like, is Spider-Man about to lose this shit? Like,
Listen, like, bro, how hard do you gotta punch a motherfucker for a piece of mesh? For a piece of mesh to come off of a mask. You know what I'm saying? It was hands and feet. You know what I'm saying? All you heard was
he wouldn't let him breathe either. He would not let him breathe either. You know what I'm saying? He was on his ass the whole time, dog. He tried to get some breather. He tried to use the web. He got through that shit. He kicked the fuck out of him, dog.
oh shit, yeah.
He tried to web up. He jumped in the air, did a 360 arm on his ass. He said, "Get your ass out of here."
Oh shit, bro.
You remember that shit?
Yeah, man. Where you going? Where you going?
You can't run. You can't run.
Oh man, bro. Oh my goodness, dog. Yeah, man. Yeah, dog. Oh shit.
Talking greasy too. Holy shit.
Man, shout out to Spider-Man 1. Oh my goodness. He was in there fucking Peter up, bro. You right. Like that was man. I don't know if that was like if that was a comic book, like how many panels do you think that ass whooping would have been, man?
That ass whooping would have been about 3 pages and a half. And one of them would probably been a full montage. You know when you do the montage where you got the after, the after picture, like 5 pictures and 5 poses and one frame. Like
Yep.
that would have been an ass whooping in multiple frames, man, in one image.
Oh
Like,
man. Listen. Oh my goodness. I dead ass forgot about that one, bro. Yeah, man. Your man's had some big shoes to fill following that portrayal of Henry Osborn. Oh fuck, man. He was like you said, he was in there giving them ones and twos. There was no technique was
none.
involved in what was going in there. He threw the spinning, he threw the flying kick because he was feeling himself, bro. You know what I'm saying? He hit him you know what I mean? He hit him with that flying kick because he knew it was gonna land. You know what I mean?
I
Like
think
for
at
real.
that point Peter was barely standing up. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna go for this flying sidekick, man. I'm gonna do this shit, and he did it.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, bro. That's number 2.
That's number 2.
Oh shit.
That's
Okay.
number 2. And
Okay.
before we get to number 1, I'll do some honorable mentions here. I'll do
All
some
right.
honorable mentions before we get to number 1.
Bro? Oh man, damn, bro.
All right.